is iFlip. iFlip properties automatically, and you will too. iFlip is a complete hands-off virtual real estate money-making system. It is the bomb. It is changing people's lives. You will not believe how powerful this system is, and it is available to you. In fact, when you get on board with me in a few minutes here, I'm going to give it to you for free. So let me explain how this works, and I've only got time to tell you about part of it because there's so much that it does for you. Anyway, iFlip is web-based, so there's no computer to put on your computer. There's no software to put on your computer. It doesn't matter if you're using a Mac or Windows or what version of Windows or what version of Mac OS. It doesn't matter. It's all web-based. So you have access to your iFlip system 24/7, 365 from any web-enabled device. That's handy. Now, I have to explain how this came about. I created iFlip. It was born between my left ear and my right ear. I'm the architect, the designer. I had the vision. But it wouldn't have happened without the help of a girl in my office here whose name is Cheryl, who's a computer genius who actually wrote the code. And so on my vision and my burning desire to create more time in my life, the money I had coming in, but I wanted more time to enjoy it, out of that burning desire, iFlip was born. The whole idea behind iFlip is to allow you to do as many deals as you want. You set the volume knob, and then to have the time to enjoy it. Now, Todd mentioned at the beginning of the call here that I'm a family guy. I am. And in large part, thanks to iFlip freeing me up so that I have time to spend with my family and to enjoy the money that comes from this business. Does that sound like a good plan to you? So here's how it works. We're going to use it on the buy side. We're going to recruit and manage a team of bird dogs. And the way we're going to do that is run an ad. That ad I've already written. It's been tested and tweaked. It's proven. You run that ad and watch what happens. Now, in that ad, we're not going to put our phone number. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to drive them to our website. See, with iFlip, you get, at the moment, you get 4 websites, all done for you, templated out, perfect, and up and running in a matter of minutes. I've got time to tell you about 2. The first one is the one where we're going to drive our bird dog candidate. So in the ad, rather than putting your phone and then having your phone ringing during dinner and at your daughter's dance recital and at 6:30 in the morning, no, we leverage the power of the Internet. Everybody has access anyway, and we drive them to our first website, which might be something like cookcountyhousehunters.com or southcountyhousehunters.com or whatever you want. And we're really good at helping you brainstorm those website names too. So if you want a hand with that, we're real good at that. So we drive them to our bird dog website. They learn all about what it is to be a bird dog, okay? So the website's templated. The copy's already written. I wrote it. It's all tested and tweaked. They go there. They learn about what it is to be a bird dog, and they say, heck yeah, I want to do that. I want extra income on my schedule and on my terms, and they create an account for themselves within your iFlip system, and boom, you have a new bird dog. So when they create that account, they hit submit. You get a notice that you have a new bird dog. They go into your iFlip system, and then the system sends them by way of autoresponder a welcome and training message so that you don't have to train them. The system does. All you've done so far is run an ad on Craigslist, if you like, or any of the other free classifieds, or if you want, put it in the Penny Saver or the Daily Paper. Run that ad, and the system does the rest. So now they've got a clear understanding of what you want from them. They go out and they start stirring up leads. All right, so the bird dog website could look like this. We have different templates you can use. You can upload your own logo. The copy's all written for you. I've done it for you. And they fill out a form. It's actually, there's a little more to the form here. It's truncated. That's a screenshot. They scroll down at the bottom. They hit submit. When they do that, you get a new bird dog. So this is a screenshot of one of the pages within your admin area where you can change the look and feel of your website, and you can even edit the copy right here. You need exactly no technical expertise whatsoever to master iFlip. So the bird dog goes out, starts stirring up some of these vacant house leads for you. They come back. They don't send you lead information by email with photos attached. No. They log into the iFlip system, and they upload the lead information there, including the photos, and boom, you have a new lead within your system. All you've done is run the ad. And now you have bird dogs excited, being trained by the system, and submitting properties into the system. So you're not only managing the bird dogs, but you're managing the leads that they're providing in one nice, tight, organized place without having slips of paper in your shirt pocket or, in your briefcase, whatever, in your purse, and without trying to manage some Excel spreadsheet. It's all done for you. It's all done for you. So that when the bird dog goes back to log into your website and into your area, they see this page here. It says property. They click that link. Now here's the page where they do that. They give you the information about the house. They upload their photos right here. It even resizes them for them, so your bird dog needs no technical expertise whatsoever. They fill in that form. They hit submit, and boom, you have a new lead on your list of leads to be worked. So they're doing the work. Now, if you're wise, what you'll do anytime you're in your car is you'll be your own bird dog. So you come back and manually enter a property yourself. No problem at all, nice and easy, and now everything is kept in one nice consolidated place. You can upload your documents that are related to the property. You can make notes. You can add photos. You can communicate with your bird dog all right through your iFlip system without ever needing any software or anything. You could be doing it from the beach chair down in in the Cayman Islands on your iPhone. That's how I wanted this thing. I wanted it to be easy, to require no technical expertise, and to be accessible from anywhere. So you look at the list of leads. Over on the right side it says pending, rejected, accepted. That's where you've either accepted or rejected the lead. Pending means you haven't looked at it yet. If the bird dog, for example, forgets to submit photographs, you reject the lead. And the bird dog is made aware of that. They now know why the lead was rejected. They get the photos, upload them, and you accept the lead. And when you accept the lead, here, this is really cool. The system even keeps track, does the accounting for you, of what your bird dog is now owed. They get credited when you accept that lead. They get credited the amount that you've agreed to pay them per lead. It could be $5, it could be $10, it could be $6.42. You can set the pay rate for each bird dog individually, and it does all the accounting for you. And then when you pay the bird dog for those leads, you zero it out, and it starts over. Guys, this is like a complete back office environment that keeps you totally organized. It's like a personal assistant that never calls in sick, asks for a raise, or goes on vacation, and, doesn't mind working 24 hours, 7 days a week. This is amazing, and it is changing people's lives. Check it out. Here's a note from Greg Frazier. He says, I guess I don't need to tell you how great your system is, but check this out. I placed my ads for bird dogs and buyers yesterday, and the response has been nothing less than excellent. I got 27 bird dog and 18 buyer responses in the first 24 hours. I'm so glad I have iFlip doing the work for me. Can you imagine if your phone rang all those times? Oh, my gosh. And we're going to talk about building your buyers list using iFlip in just a second. Point is, this is the way you turn this business from a hobby into something very substantial, very real, and very life-changing. All right, so let's talk about how we're going to use iFlip to sell these houses and to build our buyers list. Well, the first thing we'll do is run a proven ad. I've written it, I've tested it and tweaked it. It works. Put it in the Penny Saver, put it in the newspaper, put it on Craigslist or any of the other free classifieds. And the message here is bargains for bargain hunters. And there are a lot of bargain hunting buyers out there. They see that ad. You don't put your phone number in it. You don't need to do that. We're going to leverage the power of the internet and send them to our second website, which is designed specifically to attract motivated buyers. I mean, the whole point here is we're going to sell to investor, rehabber, landlords. That's who we're attracting, those motivated buyers. So they go to your website. All the copy's written for you. I've written it, tested it, and tweaked it. They say, heck yeah, I want to learn about your bargain properties. They give you a little bit of contact information, and boom, you have a new buyer in your iFlip system. So here's what one of those websites could look like. Again, we've got different templates and colors, and you can upload your own logo or use ours, and we have several logos you can use. And here's a zoomed-out screenshot. Down below, at the bottom there, you'll see a form for them to give us their first name, email, and zip code. That's all we ask them for. And in exchange for being notified of new property listings in their area, we get a little bit of contact information. Now, you might argue that when you're selling to investor, rehabber, landlords, you really need to qualify them. You want to know how much they want to spend, what part of towns they want to buy in, how they fund their deals, how quickly they can close. That's all true. But when you put those questions in that form, nobody fills it out. And when it's the system managing those leads, who cares if they're qualified or not? You're not keeping track of that. The system is, let's go for quantity and let the quality show itself like the cream that rises to the top. So boom, you have a list of active buyers. And now we know we've got buyers in our area that are looking for bargains. That's how we have the confidence to go out and make those offers to purchase. Here's a screenshot of your admin area. You can change the color of the look. We have templates now too, different templates, different logos, and the copy's right there. No technical expertise required whatsoever. So now you've got the Rugby Road house under contract for $76,000. Nice going. Here's what we need to do. We need to get the message out to our buyers list, and we're going to do that through the iFlip system using what's called an email blast or email broadcast. You can do email broadcasting with iFlip. You send the message to some or all of your buyers, and the message is basically, hey, I got a great deal on Rugby Road. After repair value $200,000, repairs $14,000, asking $129,000. And, oh, by the way, I sent this message to all the buyers on my list, so if you're interested, I suggest you move quickly because this won't last long. And if you've priced the house correctly, you've taken greed out of the equation, and you asked yourself, could I sell it for more? Remember, and the answer in your heart of hearts is yes, you watch this house go away like that. And here's another added bonus. You'll have backup buyers. You know what a backup buyer is? That's the guy or the gal who comes and says, I'll take it. And you say, oh, darn it, I've already committed to another buyer. I have it under contract with him. And then they say, all right, will you please take my name and number, because if that buyer flakes out and doesn't close, I will buy your house. And wow, in this market, having backup buyers, not only is it unusual, but it's extra powerful, and price the property correctly, iFlip will bring you those backup buyers too. The other thing you'll want to do once the property information's in the system is you'll want to what we call push that data to our nationally advertised website. So now the photos and description or everything are there, and we are attracting motivated buyers from all over the world, certainly all over the U.S., but also all over the world by using search engine optimization and Google AdWords campaigns, so that there's lots of motivated buyers going to our nationally advertised website where they'll find your property. And when they express an interest in it, you capture their contact information. You just added another buyer to your buyers list. This is how the business is done in the real world. We're leveraging the internet. We're letting the system do the work, and we're remembering to price these properties correctly and watch what happens. You instantly have a business that is bringing you paychecks on a regular basis. That's what it's all about. Check it out. Here's a note from Jerry. It says, I just want to let you know I got my first wholesale deal done using your iFlip system. It really worked great. I made $18,000 on it, and I've got a bunch more lined up and have made great progress in building a buyer's list. iFlip was the key component in getting this deal done for me and is paving the way for doing many more deals. I want to see an email from you just like that. And the last step, of course, is to cash the big paycheck. Think about it now. You run an ad to attract bird dogs. The system trains them, gets them bringing you leads. The system manages the information for you. You run an ad attracting buyers, and you build a giant buyers list. You can communicate with them easily through the system. You've got yourself one heck of a business at a time when you couldn't possibly be better off in terms of doing deals and making money. This is the best opportunity we are ever going to see in our lifetimes. I am convinced of it. Setup time for iFlip, simple, 7 minutes. That's all. We made it super simple, no technical expertise required whatsoever. You get unlimited email accounts, which means you can set up an email account for your bird dog at your bird dog domain, you at any of your domains, and your assistant, your kid, your spouse, your neighbor, your nephew, your mom, it doesn't matter. The more email addresses out there with your domains on them, the better. That's how you build a brand. That's how you build a business. You at Hotmail or you at Gmail, that's not real professional. You at your domain, now that is how you build a business. Now, typically, there's a $1,997 setup fee for iFlip, which is, easily justifiable when you consider that you do one deal and it's paid for 4, 5, 10 times over.